A few cues in here. Let's discuss these tabs that are down at the bottom. And the first tab that I want to talk about is the Basics tab, and it's the tab that'll show up probably every time you click on a cue. And there's some fairly straightforward things about it. The first thing that we can adjust here is going to be actually the cue number. So if I wanted to change that cue number to say Q4, I could do that, and you'll see that the cue number changes to Q4. Duration is not an editable field, right? So the cue is going to run for however long the sound clip is, and so we can't change that. The pre and the post wait, pre-wait is if we could enter in seconds how long we want that cue to wait before it begins playing, and a post wait is how long after the cue finishes for it to start the next thing, right? The continue we'll go into a lot more detail about, but continue, if you click it, it's auto continue, and auto continue means that whenever I hit play, it's going to start that cue and the cue immediately following it at the exact same time. Auto follow means that this cue is going to play its entire length, in this case 8 minutes and 31 seconds, and when it's finished it will play the next cue, right? Or you can have do not continue, which means it'll just play that cue. Up here in our name field is where we can enter a name for our cue. So right now, and always by default, it's going to be the file name, but we could enter in whatever we want. So maybe we're just going to name that song, right? And so that's not a very good descriptor, but by default it's the file name, but we could change that to whatever we want. Below that is the target, right? Let's go back and, well, let's leave that as song. Below that is the target, and it shows me where exactly and what folders I have gone to in order to get to that song, right? So by double clicking that, it gives us this little pull down box that shows us that folder, and I could select a different song if I like. I think right now it's Dire Straits' Why Worry. I could select anything that I want out of this list and it would replace that song. The last part of this below is the notes section. And notes is simply a dialogue area where you can type in any sort of specialty notes that you might need so that you can remember how you have edited the cue, or where it's located, or where it falls in the script, or you could do whatever you need to, in the notes section. So that's the Basics tab that's under every cue, right? And I will talk about other tabs here in the next video, once I can end this video.